Welcome to a new video. In this one, we talk about the horror of fighting games. So I let you guys vote on this a long time ago. Because I schedule videos, so obviously when you vote on something, it won't happen for a while. That's just how it is. Because I schedule things like 10 months in advance. So if I ever need to take some time off, I can. And still stay on that grind, you know? So I wanted to basically cover this to show, because some people don't believe that fighting games can be horror, especially when you talk about adding it to Dead by Daylight something, or something like that. They are like, oh, fighting games can't be horror, fighting games can't be horror. So I want to talk about this, not within Dead by Daylight, but just in general, because a lot of people don't realize this. So the first one I want to start off with is the obvious one, Mortal Kombat. So Mortal Kombat has always had some horror to it. You've got the Cyber Ninjas, which are sci-fi horror. You know, being forced against your will to become a mindless machine, doing only as you're told. You know, the ultimate soldier, really. And that existential horror of waking up in a new body, finally able to control yourself, your own thoughts, your actions, but you're forced inside this metal prison you cannot escape. The next is obviously Noob Saibot, an undead wraith, which I can't even believe I have to explain this to people, who literally is, well, a supernatural creature, able to basically 2-on-1 you with his shadow, send you through portals to God knows where, only for you to come out the other side and continue the assault of an absolute ass-whooping. He can also send you to the Nether Realm, you know, which leads me to my next point. Ermac. Ermac, I don't even think I have to explain this. It's a literal corpse bound together by magic with millions of souls in it, acting as a hive mind. Do I need to explain Ermac? Moving on, because I can only talk about the characters for so long. Obviously, is Scorpion, an undead specter whose real face is a fucking skull, who can breathe fire on you, teleport to the Netherrealm at will, go in and out of portals, become like fire to teleport around, and has ninja skills. I mean, he literally harnesses hellfire as his weapon. What isn't horror about that? And moving on next to our next game, I want to talk about Killer fucking Instinct. Killer Instinct has some of the most horror of any game. I mean, they've only got like 4 human characters, the rest are horror, but I'm going to talk about my favorite, since we'd be here all day if I talked about all the characters that are horror. So the least horror, but still horror, is obviously Fulgore. He is literally a killing fucking machine. Much like the horror of the Cyber Ninjas, his is obvious. Next is my favorite character, Spinal, an undead pirate who is bound by a relic, if I'm remembering correctly, to basically walk the earth after his death, bound to the Ultratech company. That's horror as hell. Gargos is literally just a demon, I think. I mean, Homeboy comes out with multiple fucking demons and then just fucks off. You've got Omen, who I don't know his lore, but he looks horror as hell. You've got Shadow Jago, which is obviously a corrupted, you know, doppelganger of Jago. You've got Glacius, who is an alien who can transform into puddles of water to fuck off if he has to, hit you from a range, control ice. That is, imagine you're just an average human, and you see somebody get absolutely impaled by ice, like Vlad the Impaler style. You'd be fucking terrified. Not to mention the existential horror of Cinder. Point is, horror is everywhere in fighting games if you know where to look. And that's another reason why, as a die-hard horror fan, I love fighting games. But, as always, I'm sure you've played Mortal Kombat if you've seen this video by now. But if you haven't played Killer Instinct, it's on Steam and Xbox. I highly recommend it. Very underrated fighting game. And, also, if you want another horror fighting game with, like, lots of horror, you could obviously try out Terradrome, Reign of the Legends. But, yeah, that's all I got for you today. If you liked it, like, comment, subscribe, do the YouTube shit. I greatly appreciate it. If you disliked it, share it with a friend or group chat. You can make fun of me and my stupid video. If you watched to this point, comment Spinal. And I will catch you in the next video. Take care, and God bless.